can you give us a little info about yourself? We are here for the night of tribute for your dad, who was the former Super Eagles player and a coach, and the rest of the sets that died, about 5 of them. What do you have to say about your own dad? What do you have to say about it and how the thing has always been?
About my dad. He's a great man. He trained his children well. And I'm very happy. I don't know whether I can fulfill his greatness, but I know that I'll try my best. And I'm very happy the way Nigerians are really showing interest and supporting us.
Okay, finally, Mr. Christian Chukwu was our national team coach. We all loved him. But there was something that came up a certain time about his that he was being old. Would you say something about that?
My father didn't miss family ritual, so he didn't disclose most of his personal work issues. So I can't say what I don't know. But all I'm saying is, if the NFF knows they are owing, they should pay. It's mostly that should pay.
Finally, we really miss Mr. Christian Chukwu and almost the rest of it. So what would you have to say about it? Like, what would you have to say or tell your dad and tell him farewell? So what do you have to say about this?
What I have to say is, thank you, Dad. You have really done well. You have really done well for his family and the family. I wish you well to see you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Dr. Rafiu Oladipo, the President General Worldwide Nigerian Football Supporters Club.
All right, sir. Can you just tell us something about the Night of Tributes?
Well, my group is here to give tributes to those fallen heroes. Christian Chukwu Chairman, Peter Rufai Dodo Mayana, the ringmaster, Obizian Waka, Effiong, and Charles. These guys served this country so well that they made us proud all the time. When they are playing, we were always confident of what they will give out. And so if they have left us, it is just very important that we must be here to pay tribute to these fallen heroes of Nigerian sports. So for us in the Supporters Club, even though we lost them, we are still happy that they gave the best of themselves during their time and making Nigeria proud, particularly showing the world that Nigeria is a good footballing nation. Go back to 1980 when we won the Cup of Nations. Chairman Christian Chukwu was there with his colleagues, Odegbami, Budalawal, Adoke Ameskandir, Amesmak, and the rest. Look at Dodo Mayana. He was with us in 1994, in Tunisia in 1994, when Nigeria won the Cup of Nations for the second time, and he was also with us in France and the 8th. Look at the Effiong. All of them did so well for this country.
Please, which game can you remember on the field of play that Nigerian players, Super Eagles, actually need Supporters Club to sing for them and they won the game?
Several of them, but
In particular one, can you
but if
remember?
I must talk of this group, it is the 1980 Cup of Nations, when for the very first time this country won the African Cup of Nations. And take it or you leave it, that game, we'll never forget it, because We met Nigeria in the final. A lot of people were not giving us the chance. What happened? These great lads gave us victory and defeating them 3 goals to nothing. That was a resounding victory for Nigeria, and we will never forget them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You can play back again.
In terms of the contribution, it's always very, very outstanding. So, but as I said, eras are difficult to compare because the conditions are completely different. So, it will be a bit unfair to compare in terms of their level of commitment or their level of professionalism and the rest of them, because the time of Chukwu and Odegbami and the rest of them, the kind of money that is in football today was not available back then. So, and the kind of challenges that the current players are dealing with, most of them are playing in Europe. Back then, most of the players were playing in Nigeria. It was easy for them to report in camp. They can even be in camp for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months at a go. But that's not possible anymore. The maximum you can get is 2 weeks before an international game. So it's difficult to compare eras because so many things are different now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
A remarkable event put up together to celebrate some of the greats in the sporting ecosystem in Nigeria. And the best we can do to the cherished memories is to celebrate them, to highlight some of the remarkable impacts they have made in the world of sports and how impactful and transformative this world of sport has been through their legacies. And we believe very strongly that across board, a lot of effort will be made to support the family and to support some of the ideas that it stood for in the world of sport. As the state, the reason why Mr. Governor has, sent myself and the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development is to further identify with some of the great minds that have passed through this planet in the world of sports, and to serve as inspiration for other people, to learn from the experiences, from the legacy, and greater things that can be done to immortalize them and to keep their memory on.
Okay, you mentioned that being sent by the state government, and if you can see about 3 of them, mostly Charles Vasi, Chukwu, Peter, they all played in Lagos.
Yes.
So, do you have anything that you're going to maybe draw in their memory aside what you have here?
I mean, I would say that, for instance, Peter Rufai is passing is a personal loss, so to speak to me, because he was constantly, at the Lagos State Sport Commission, where we have had cause to engage him, particularly in some of the footballing projects that are aimed at developing, identifying talent as grassroots. Some of those engagements are things that we can consider in a way to continue to partner with maybe a foundation that was running before his passing, or to see a way of collaborating with his family so as to continue to, advance some of those important projects. I think that's, one of the things that I can say at this moment, because we had, personal relationship until, it's passing. Yeah.
Anyone, please. Thank you so much.
What are you trying to preach? Well, I refer to all the people as our heroes. We are heroes of this country, and if you don't celebrate the body we are alive, you don't celebrate the people in there, how do you intend to encourage your work to live in Nigeria? That was why we decided to celebrate the body we are alive. That was why we sponsored the World of Fame. Celebrating the Nigeria. If we did not do that, I would have been there today, because I wouldn't want to go back to the city.
Governor called me, after we paid the condolences to the family, and he said, I need a list, a full list of all the living ex-rangers, and we begin to look at how to take care of their welfare. What he meant by this is that we don't wait. You know, the passing of Christian Chukwu has shown the state government of Enugu State that you don't wait till these heroes are gone before we begin to celebrate them and immortalize them. Let's celebrate them while they are alive, and that's exactly what the elections that this invite me to do. Thank you.